Excuse me?
Tell us the station.
It's KCNR1460.com, and it's just KCNR 1460 AM.
And what's the name of your show?
Sovereign Minds.
Sovereign Minds. God bless you. Got to move. And anybody, local stations have big listenerships, but they want good weekend shows. If you got to go pay, get a sponsor, do it. And then if the show's popular, then you'll start getting paid. Everybody who loves liberty needs to get on air. And I'm sorry if I sound aggressive today. I'm really upset and just in a fighting mood. Love you, Nate. Alex in California, you're on the air.
How you doing, Alex?
I'm just sick and tired of it.
This is Alex. I'm calling from Los Angeles. I'm a freelance writer and reporter. You actually used one of the articles I wrote a couple years ago in your movie Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA. You were just talking about it, where the Marines were doing illegal checkpoints out here in Southern California for DUI checkpoints. They had armed Marines on record, searching people's cars and arresting some people out there. I wanted to talk about a couple articles real quick. Earlier last summer, they had this year actually, they had an article in the LA Times. There was an NBC4 LA where they had Marines on duty working with the coroners, working with the LAPD gang task force units in different parts of the city.
Yeah, it's all part of acclamation that troops are going to be everywhere. Total takeover. It's official.
Also, too, just last week, December 3rd in the LA Times, there was recently plans revealed for martial law in parts of the U.S. and border with Mexico. You talked about that as well. So it looks like they're openly announcing getting ready to, impose martial law, especially in Mexico near the border.
And here's another one. We had to sue to get it. Judicial Watch did 3 years ago. It's an endgame that they would use the border crisis that they were about to engineer to merge the countries. Here it is. Canada negotiating perimeter security deal with the U.S., the Globe and Mail. Go ahead.
No, listen, Alex, I know you got almost out of time. I just want to tell you, I've been a freelance writer out here, and I'm mostly in, heavy metal and punk, but your material that you've covered made me wake up. I finally have covered some really scary stories, including the one that was in the movie, and I want everyone out there to know that this is totally real. It might not be happening in every town, but it will be soon. They're openly announcing it in the news. I also want to talk really quickly about how in the LA Times they had a small paragraph last week about how there were some cops convicted of killing innocent civilians right after Katrina, and they just mentioned it in a paragraph like it was no.
And we were told that by Charles from Louisiana, who was there the day it happened, where they would not allow people to go out over the bridges to safety. It was all a big beta test to test the takeover. Unbelievable. I appreciate your call. I apologize to Julio and others. We're just out of time. We'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Central. We had Rand Paul, Senator-elect, on Friday. We got big guests coming up this week, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central. If you don't have a local AM or FM that picks up the Sunday show or the weekday show, you can always listen at Infowars.com or watch the live streaming video at PrisonPlanet.tv. This tyranny can't succeed if we stand up and say no to it. God bless you all. I love you.